On November 5, 2010, two traditional Hawaiian educators were fired in Waianae, Hawaii, and by November 10th they had signed a document of resignation. A non-profit, Hookakoo Corporation, had acquired a failing public school where the state's largest concentration of Hawaiians by blood quotient lived, and then without consultation terminated their leaders. The document forced their silence, so the community had many unanswered questions. The meeting had been announced to be conducted by the local advisory panel, nicknamed the LAP Board. But Mr. William Souza, the LAP chair, was told it was not his meeting. Hookakoo Corporation, that is both the Interim Local School Board and a nonprofit, came and took over the meeting. It was the first time in 2 years for the Interim Local School Board to meet with the Kamaile Academy parents. After very lengthy and localized introductions, using just the right Hawaiian phrases, the Hookakoo transition team was introduced. Then Mr. Vieira announced the rules and agenda for the meeting. This would be a public relations meeting run by Hookakoo damage control experts versus parents of a Hawaiian village school, Kamaile Academy, that wanted to continue a culture-based, inclusive education for their kids, their keiki, who were deeply distraught by the shocking news that their uncles were terminated. This had happened to Ohana, to their family. They were crying. Two forces would collide. Successful Hawaiians who were executives and a new kind of missionary, free enterprise capitalist, and largely unsuccessful Hawaiians, economically, who have preserved a special culture. The economic missionaries wanted the poor of the Waianae coast to be trained for their economic roles in a new Hawaii, to finally assimilate and be prosperous. And the deep culture Hawaiians wanted only to learn their traditions, protect their aina, their sacred land, and keep a second Waikiki off their coast. Kamaile Academy had given them a new hope and courage to resist yet another economic invasion. That was until last week when Hookakoo suddenly fired Kamaile Academy's two educational leaders, Lynn Keela and Clarence DeLue. Kamaile Academy has been an example of one of the best schools in the nation, according to the growth model for educational improvement. It had been transformed from one of the worst schools in Hawaii and America. So now Hookakoo came to tell the parents why this was a non-negotiable decision by Hookakoo and to answer the parents' questions. Please continue on Part 2.